The Iranian hostage crisis happened in 1979 through 1981 when Iranian student demonstrators stormed the U.S. Embassy in Tehran and took 53 Americans hostage. Many people were affected by this event, and it changed the history of Iranians and Americans forever.
At the time, Jimmy Carter was president for the USA, also known as the first president to be born in a hospital. His presidency lasted from January 20, 1977 to January 20, 1981. The Iranian supreme leader was Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. Let's first start off with the fact that in 1964, Ayatollah Khomeini, the former supreme leader of the Iranians, was exiled from Turkey, Iraq, and France. He could not come back till 1979. During the time of exile, he tried to get supporters to overthrow Shah. He ended up getting the students to overthrow Shah, which he ran to Morocco, and that led to the Iran-U.S. relationship to deteriorate.
The relationship continued to get worse after Jimmy Carter became president. When Shah was diagnosed with cancer, Carter let him come to the States for treatment and care, which Khomeini didn't like. He thought the U.S. was trying to make a secret plan to get himself overthrown once again and make Shah supreme leader. On November 4th, 1979, a crowd started around the U.S. Embassy, and at 10:30, over 3,000 people jumped a 10-foot wall and took 53 Americans hostage. Yellow ribbons were hung up in commemoration to the hostages. Carter stopped buying oil from the Iranians, which led to a loss of.
Carter tried to get them back with a rescue attempt. He was going to land 8 helicopters, pick up the hostages, and bring them to the 6 plants on the Iran desert. It ended up failing due to bad luck and mistakes. One pilot was blinded by a dust storm and crashed, and 3 out of the 8 helicopters malfunctioned. 8 people lost their lives that day. Carter loses his re-election to Ronald Reagan, former governor of California, and on the same day Reagan was elected, all the hostages were freed for $8 billion of Iran's frozen assets. And in minutes of Reagan being president, a plane carrying 52 American people was coming to the U.S. They announced that all 52 were alive, well, and free.